Welcome to River City Plus, the show after the show, the River City After Party. And I have a very special guest today who, first of all, high fives for being willing to just jump in here with us. Now, this is Matt Harris. He is the Director of Communications at JU. And Matt, you used to be one of us. So went from media to making sure that education is front and center at JU. So welcome to River City Plus.
Thank you so much. Yeah, my wife and I have been in the area a little over 2 years. I've transitioned to the communication side of things, but after being in local television for 10 years, my wife and I moved down from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I've been at Jacksonville University 1 month, so I've been drinking from the fire hose nonstop, but it's been great. And we have a lot of awesome events coming up that would love to share with you in more detail.
Absolutely. So I've gotten to know JU more and more as I moved in here about a year and a half ago. So slightly ahead of you there, but I certainly understand getting fully immersed. And there's so much support for Jacksonville University here in the 904. What are some of the things that you guys are seeing on the horizon in terms of making sure that Jacksonville is not only staying committed to its students, but also committed to the future?
Sure. Well, our commitment to students starts with the most recent news. Our law school received accreditation from the American Bar Association, which was a huge win for
Right.
Dean Allard and the law students. Coming up in April, we have our annual Charter Day. It's a major milestone. It's our 90th annual Charter Day, which recognizes our annual chartering or founding of the university. And with that milestone, we're actually going to have Jacksonville Mayor Donna Deegan in attendance to present President Tim Cost and the university with an official proclamation. We've had so much in our rich history of 90 years at Jacksonville University, from moves to renamings to accreditations to, of course, serving the community. And that's what Charter Day is about. So not only will we be celebrating on Friday, April 12th, our 90th Charter Day, and it's really going to be a charter week of
Right.
festivities and activities, but we also are going to be recognizing our annual day of service. And that's an opportunity for us to pause classes and for students, faculty, and staff to really give back to the community and serve the greater good. So right now we have 35 plus local organizations already signed up for students, faculty, and staff to team up with and just serve the community, not only the Arlington community, but Jacksonville and greater Northeast Florida.
Wow. So you literally shut down the school for the day and open your arms to the community to make sure that that is really coming full circle for JU.
And it's really a microcosm. Certainly giving back and serving the community is something that we try to do year round.
Right.
But our annual Charter Day of Service is where we give everybody a pause from classes to say, hey, what are you most passionate about? Where do you want to serve? Where do you see the greatest need? And then we partner with local organizations. And thus far, over our annual days of service, we already have 700 volunteers signed up this year.
Wow.
But we've already had 30,000 pounds of food donated for the entire time that we've been doing this. I mean, it really is just a great opportunity for those to really take stock and inventory of what matters most to them outside of work and their classwork, and for student athletes with the grind on the
Right.
field or on the court, for everybody just to come together and celebrate. So it's kind of nice to have on both sides of the coin. You have not only a birthday celebration, if you
Right.
will, but also the ability to give back to the community.
Absolutely. So how does that translate when you're communicating with students, as you've noticed getting integrated into the school, how that integrates with matching up a student with what they think their path is going to be? Because I don't know that I've ever heard of a school shutting down to make sure that they can give back. So it really seems like there's an underlying empathy and philanthropy that speaks to kind of the greater good of the student and the community that surrounds the school.
Jacksonville University is rooted in interdisciplinary studies. Basically, all that means is we want to have our students be as well-rounded as possible when they graduate. So they're able to science, math, engineering, business, technology. We have a school of aviation, a cool flight simulator at Jacksonville University, to be able to give them kind of a taste of everything to make them as well-rounded as possible. And that's really what, at its core, we're hoping to sort of create that spark or have the light bulb go off. So you figure out what the student is passionate about, not only in the classroom and what they want to pursue career-wise, but what makes them tick outside the classroom or off the court or off the field. And through those conversations and then giving them the opportunity to partner with local organizations and give back, like our annual day of service and on Charter Day, it helps to really kind of, I think, give them food for thought, but also fuel them and give them the ammunition that they need to proceed forward and pursue any endeavor that they want to.
Yeah. So at a time where obviously money is tight, people are debating having that investment in their future when it comes to a college education, or when it comes to maybe deciding between that and a trade school? What kind of support does the university offer for kids that after they step off campus? Because obviously we're looking at this place looks amazing. Like, can I just go back? Can we have just give me a week or two, but it looks amazing. It looks like the kids really get to enjoy their time there. What kind of support do you offer when kids are about to leave? I know you don't want them to leave the nest, but when they're ready to go into the world, what does that transition look like? Because you have such a strong alumni association too. I have to think that really leads into a lot of success.
Sure, yeah, and it's all about relationships. I mean, when you're getting into line of work, it boils down to relationships, and they always say it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. But we really pride ourselves on cultivating those relationships. President Tim Cost actually gives his cell phone numbers to first semester freshmen and any student who wants or needs them. And so the president is ready at the drop of a hat via text or a phone call with our president. So it really is founded in relationships. And we do what we can to foster relationships that when students are graduating, whether they're looking to immediately enter the job market or pursue higher education and maybe earn a graduate degree or a doctorate degree, they can reach out to any of our offices for advancement, admissions, to our alumni association, and say, hey, this is the track that I'm thinking about pursuing, or these are where my passions lie. Can I pick your brain? Or, how can maybe I follow your path, but also then carve my own path? So really, it's just we foster that relationship building and making sure that anyone who comes through JU realizes that they're not alone, that they have people and resources to be able to lean on and help carve out whatever path they ultimately want to take.
That's great. I love to hear that even as you guys are growing and you're growing your offerings, that you're making sure that student is still centric to what the university is offering. Now, in your opinion, I know you just got here, and maybe we can revisit this conversation in a few months when you've had some time to adjust and really find out your favorite things. But as people are going into the summer months, that's when a lot of college visits start happening. That's when those official visits run around. What are some of the must not miss aspects of JU, of the campus at large, that you want people to know about?
I mean, just from an aesthetic standpoint, we have a beautiful campus. I mean, it's right there on the river. So I think if you're looking at lush greens and being able to have
I'm like,
water
do you
as a
see this?
backdrop.
I'm listening, but I'm also like, this looks awesome.
In addition to the pageantry, I mean, you're not going to find more passionate people, from students to alumni to deans and professors and executive directors. And so I think obviously from an aesthetic standpoint, it's the beauty of our campus, but the basketball performance center, from an athletics, the performance center for basketball, which is new and state of the art if you like athletics, Rock Stadium where our lacrosse team plays. For athletics, we've got a lot of premier facilities. And then also too, from an academic standpoint, I mentioned the School of Aviation and the flight simulator that we have, whether it is, and I'm omitting fine arts, but our Linda Berry Stein Fine Arts College is top notch. So if you are interested in dance or theater or anything that is dipped in fine arts, you can't go wrong there. So we have it all, from arts to athletics to the beauty of campus to business, technology, aviation. I mean, a little bit of everything for anyone.
Yeah, it really makes me want to go back to school, and I swear that would never be my jam. But you never know. Maybe can live on campus. You guys could do without me for a semester, right? I'll be fine. Run up the Rice goes, no, thank you. Nobody else said anything. It's kind of rude. But Matt, I'm really glad that we got to chat with you. I'm so glad that you mentioned the athletic facilities. I personally got to experience the volleyball facilities. Now, what's really interesting is the NCAA didn't always have volleyball as a scholarship sport when it came to beach volleyball. So indoor obviously has been around a long time. That was a scholarship offered. JU was one of the first schools to build out an outdoor facility for sand volleyball, for beach volleyball, which I thought was very special, very unique. Obviously, at a time where women's sports are still continuing to grow, still needing the same coverage, they made sure that facility was there, and also divided the coaching staff. So it started as one when it was, first born, and then the year and a half that I've been here, have already assigned 2 different staffs to make sure that both teams can be coached appropriately. So obviously, former volleyball player, I was very proud to see that. Love seeing that continuous growth. And it's gorgeous because, like you said, it's right on the water. They have a great outdoor facility. So excited to see that grow. If people are looking to experience campus, if they just kind of want to get a taste of JU, we have people from all over watching. What should they do? What's the best way to kind of get the idea of what you're all about?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, start online. I feel like we always have our cell phones or tablets handy. So go to www.ju.edu and just explore. I mean, you can tab across and check out everything from all of the academic programs that we offer. And also, too, I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge our military community. We have an incredible backing of military personnel that decide to pursue higher education when the time is right for them. And so Jacksonville University has a large military support of alumni and current students that I think being here in Jacksonville, it only makes sense. And we've always had our arms open to the military community. But starting online, just to get an idea of the flavors, whether it's athletics or academics or certifications or master's programs or doctorate programs. And we've got a lot of great things in the work. I think just to be able to reach out, one of the things that drew me to the job was the people. Yeah. I can't say enough good things about the people, genuinely, down to earth, just sincere people. So if there are any questions with numbers, telephone numbers that you come across online, feel free to reach out and we can point you in the right direction.
Awesome. Well, Matt, thank you so much for taking the time today. I know you got to get back to campus. Big man on campus now. He's got a lot to learn, and you guys have a lot going on for you. So we're excited to keep up with you. And thank you for joining us today on River City Plus.
Thank you for having me.
All right, everybody. We will see you bright and early tomorrow morning for River City Live at 9:30. Until then.